Hello. So, let me bring you up to speed. During the weekend, it's not. It hasn't been a weekend. During this week, or basically since the last stream, me and Christian have brainstormed a little bit about the rear hatch. And good thing that we did, because we would basically waste a whole stream for us to come up with this. So what I'm doing now, I have here the parts to build basically the hinge for the hatch. So again, credits to Christian. The hinge for the hatch is gonna basically we're gonna build another version of this attachment point of the C-pillar to the roof, and it's gonna do double duty as both as an attachment point and as the hatch hinge. Once we have that and the hatch opens nicely, then we can see about the rear part here. We can also start doing the door latch, or we can move to the hood. We'll see. But first, hatch, so that we have one of the main worries basically that I had with this car. So then the hatch is gonna open, and then I'm gonna be happy. Okay. It's basically the angle here has been achieved by basically reversing the angle that we have on top on the, come on, focus, on the mount for the roof. So nothing really special. Now let's see. If I am, oh yes, of course. If I'm reading Christian's instructions right, it's kind of difficult if you haven't done this. And of course, you see the hatch as it is now. We need to make it simpler and lighter. So this is really very elaborate. These here are going to be on the bottom, so the top isn't going to have a brace like this. Not needed, of course. And yeah, I'll talk about what we need later. Basically, I want to make number 2, because number 2 looks the cleanest, if you ask me. There is basically all 4 variants have something that I don't like, and I'll explain what the problem is. But I mean, the main issue is that we're missing this. So basically, in number 2, we are missing the connecting part here, which is part of the hatch. I don't know how we're gonna do this exactly, but I have a feeling that things are gonna present themselves, and it can be black, it can be black. Yeah, Christian is just posting them to the chat on Discord so that everybody is up to speed. So I prefer number 2 because it's the least part intensive, and it's actually really simple. I mean, I really like it. Every other option is more parts intensive and more complicated. And yeah, I think number 2 is the best. But hey, let's see. Let's first build those. Of course, I have. Yeah, but number. Yeah, number 2 has one problem. One problem. The problem is that with number 2, we don't have the option to do a brace. At least not. Yeah, not the way we did before. Okay, so that's a bummer. Shit. Okay, haven't thought about that. So with number 2, basically, we cannot do this brace, and we definitely need this brace. At least in the C pillar. So let's see. Okay, so then another. Yeah. They are all missing something. Yeah. I mean, what I was initially, my idea would be, of course, to make something that would basically be like something similar that we have in the charger, and basically all manufacturers use, and we are probably going to use in the hood. It would be I don't know. Let's take this for example. So it would be like a hook that basically that's all when it hinges like that, but this has its own problems and it's not easy to implement, at least here with the rear hatch. But yeah, bracing is important, very very important. Okay, let me go through each of these and see if we can use any of them. Well, number 4 comes closest. Number 4 comes closest. It's not ideal. Not ideal. What do you guys think? Well, basically, we need something that opens it like this. Okay, and here see optimization potential. 1, 2, Yeah, okay. Okay, first I'm gonna replace this L piece with this, because this serves exactly the same function but uses less space. Where the space where we need it the most for the hatch, because this part here, did not sit very well here. Now it does, because there's nothing obstructing it. Very good. Okay. Yep. Now there's room. Perfect. Okay. Well, we actually do need to pick one. Damn it. Number 4. Number 4 has one big issue. Oh, I cannot in good conscience use it, because it has the connector at the end is just resting on the axle, and where it's most important that it doesn't. And yeah, I don't like it. Oh. Number 3. Yeah, same problem. Number 2 is really the only one. But the problem with number 2 is that you see, once we have this guy attached, it attaches with an axle, a pin and an axle, basically a blue pin, or we can attach it with a black pin. But then we have an axle sticking out, and we cannot attach the brace to this, because it's just gonna fall off. And this is the weak point of this guy. How could we make this better? I wonder. And there's not even room in number 2 for any kind of bracing, because everything's taken up by the mechanism. Yeah. Damn it. What about number 1? Yeah. I mean, number 1 in this regard actually, number 1 actually looks the most attractive, because I initially dismissed it, but number 1 looks to be the one that has all of the check marks. Yeah. Number 1 it is. I think there's, yeah. Yeah, there's, I mean, there's no other way. It has to be number one. Just let me mentally make an image. Yeah, I'm talking about your options here, the 4 pictures that you made, and picture setup number one looks to be really the most usable. It's not much different from what we have, but it allows us to use the brace, and well, it doesn't change what we have too much and allows to use the brace, and that's really what I want. And we can modify this thing that we have in situ, so it can stay here where it is, and I can just add stuff to it, essentially. Yeah, I mean, it just needs this, and we're already basically halfway there. We change this for this, so that we have this sticking out. Then we add this, and we have the hinge, and that's it. There. And now we need basically this and this, and we're almost done. I mean, almost. We're not done, but we are gonna have a hinge, and then we need to do a few more things to it to make everything work together properly. Mm-hmm. Okay. Good. Okay. Now we need to modify this so that the braces here are on this side. Where do I put this? I'll leave it there. Okay, so this bracing must be here, and maybe we can make it, as inobtrusive as possible. Well. Damn it. Almost works. Almost works. Almost, but not quite. Damn it. Trying to find an angle. An angle that would work and wouldn't be like, you know, obstructing half of the area here. No, well, this works. Yeah, this works. It's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't like 6. Five. Does this 5 work? Yeah, this 5 works. Okay. I think. Yeah, okay. This works. I mean, you know, wait, we are building the Sierra already for 2 months. Oh my god. I thought it's less. Okay. Time flies. The dragster? No. I don't have the dragster anymore. Long gone. Long gone. Okay. Yeah. This didn't go well. See, now we have the problem. Yeah. Okay, so it works well, but the bracing doesn't. Because no matter what we do, the bracing is gonna hit this. So it needs to be start one stud higher. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to put this back just so we have the distance. I am going to build them. I mean, make them, finish them this weekend. I don't have a lot left, but I'm procrastinating. I admit I'm procrastinating, and I need to get my shit together and just, you know, make it. I don't like this. What if we used no, it doesn't fit. hate this. Really hate this. This fit? No. Of course it doesn't fit. Why would it? So, I mean, no, of course it doesn't fit. This would be so beautiful. No. No, it doesn't fit. This does not fit anywhere here. I mean, why would it? It fits. The only place it fits is this hole. See, this fits, but this is unacceptable. It doesn't fit any of these holes. The rear hatch, yeah, the rear. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Okay, okay, okay. Good, good. Little bugger. There we go. It fits. There we go. My parts are, these are old parts. I mean, you see, they are actually pretty scratched. But they're not dusty because I don't keep them outside. I have boxes for them. So they're always in boxes and they don't collect dust. There we go. There we go. Only thing that we need to do now is basically connect the top, or maybe even not. I mean, it's not really a priority. So yeah, rear hatch works. One thing, of course. Oh yeah, maybe I can, but I don't think I can post the link to the Discord. The Discord link, go to one of the previous videos that I uploaded, so the previous stream, and there's the Discord link is in the description of the stream. So it's right there. Under every stream there's a Discord link, so just pick one of the previous streams and in the description you have the link. Shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, so now that we have this, we should do well, kind of the whole rear hatch, I guess. Not sure how to do it because I don't like the look of this, but it's probably gonna have to be. Christian already made a rendering of it. I think he did he post? Yeah, he posted it in the channel. I mean, there's really no no alternative way of doing this, I think. So we are probably gonna do this the same way that Christian did. And the big question here is, do we basically make the lock for the hatch in the same way, I mean, not the same way, but in a similar way to the charger, so in the valance itself or in the hatch? I think we would make it in the valance because there's no room for it in the hatch. I even think the Sierra also has it in the valance. Not sure exactly. No, there's no room for brakes here. I did not consider them. There is absolutely no room for brakes. This, of course, doesn't mean that I'm not gonna do a car with brakes, because the Chiron that we're gonna do is gonna have brakes, disc brakes. First, a Lego first. There's gonna be room for brakes there, but here we don't have the room. Sadly, we don't have the room here. Okay. So there. Okay. Now, technically, if we did not do any kind of lock, we would now do lift arms here, but we do, so we cannot leave it just like that. We need to think about attaching some sort of hook onto here that's gonna then, latch somewhere here. Thing is that we need to move part of this firewall one stud further out, because it's too far in. On the rear Sierra, this part here is almost at the same level as the rear hatch. it's just slightly recessed for the number plate. And here you can see here we have quite a big recess, which we don't neither need nor want. We only want room here so we can build the lights. So with the lights, we do want this to be recessed so that the lights can basically come up to the hatch. So we have a stud and a half room for the lights, which is good. But we do need to move this one out one stud. Question only is, since now we're gonna have to take measurements again, how wide the opening between the lights is. So for this, I need to fire up Photoshop again. And if the stream is gonna, always when I fire up Photoshop, stream is probably gonna be a bit wonky, just go with it. I'm gonna restart it or back. 222 divided by 16.8. Okay, it's 13 studs. So 13 studs we need between the light clusters. And what do you know? This is exactly 13 studs. So 13 studs. Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna take the hatch off right now. We don't need it. Yeah, I'm calculating the scale. So we need to re-engineer this part. This needs to come forward. And we'll see about these. And we have to keep in mind that we are gonna have to attach a bumper here at one point. So we need to keep that in mind as well. But this needs to come out. I have blueprints. If you would care to read the description in one of the previous videos, there's a link, Dropbox link, with all my blueprints, pictures of the Sierra, so you can open that folder, download it, and see exactly what I'm working from. Okay. So this guy needs to be here. The choice here would be, of course, to move this forward. But this isn't necessarily the best choice here, because right now this is perfectly positioned to be, let's see, it's perfectly positioned to combine everything here in one place. So I would basically want to use these like this and use this as bumper support, or I could even turn them around and use them like this. Would probably be even better, because then we can use this here for bumper support, or we can use it like that. I don't know. For now, I'm gonna use this, and we can then in the future we can decide what we're gonna do. Okay. Okay. See? And one more thing that we need to calculate, of course, before we do the bumper and stuff. How thick is the lip of the hatch, and how thick is the band here with the lights, because this is dictating the other parameters as well. So let's see. So the lights, three studs in Lego. That's basically what I wanted. Okay, let's just calculate it. So 48 divided by 16.8 is about 3 studs. Yeah, okay, ish. So just as I thought. So the height here is about right, and the lights with the number plate are also 3 studs. And then there's the bumper. So the calculations have been right. Good, good, good. Okay, so we are gonna turn these around. Obviously, the bumper is gonna have to sit here. And let's just see. Okay, just wanna check if this sits right. Yeah. So just when the hatch ends, the number plate begins, and the lights are gonna be here on each side, and then right here is gonna be the bumper. Perfect. And this is recessed just enough, just the way it should be. The only problem with this is that we cannot put a number plate on it. Why? Because there's no way to attach it. So we're not going to use this. Okay? We're not going to use this. Would be nice, but we can't. We need to use something to which we can attach the number plate to. And at the same time, this is going to be, this panel, whatever we're going to create right now, is going to be the place for the locking mechanism that we're going to use here. And yeah. Good part is that unlike in the charger, the number plate is going to hide the locking mechanism, at least some parts of it, which frees us. Freeze. What the fuck is wrong with me today? Freeze. Yeah, whatever. Freeze us up a little bit. Okay. So why don't we do something different that we did in the charger? I mean, we could do the same lock as in the charger, but why don't we do something similar that I used in the door? Because we could. There is, I think there is room for it. And the mechanism, we could do the mechanism without gears. Think about that. Let me show you what I mean. I'm just gonna remove the car from the desk, and let's experiment a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna do a template, basically a grid. I'm gonna make us a grid, and we're gonna experiment. I have an idea that doesn't use gears, only levers, and should work marvelously. I am literally building it right now. So just a little patience. Okay, we don't need this. Okay. What the? Okay. Right. Mm-hmm. There's a few variations of this possible. I'm gonna build, well, I'll see what I can build. And I'll explain what I'm doing. So, with the Sierra, we can do something like this. We are basically building a catch. Okay, this is not good. Building a catch for the hook. Okay, this doesn't work either. What about this? Yeah, this could work. This could work like this, and then we basically let it off the hook. Okay. I thought it's gonna be easier, but wait a minute. Can I do it easier? Let me first explain what I wanted to do. Okay. I'm gonna use these, I think. And then, oh, come on. Okay. So what's gonna happen here? Let's take this. No. What can I do? Okay. I'm gonna take this. Okay. So imagine this guy comes in and pushes both of these aside, and then once it's in, they close behind it, and it cannot escape. So this cannot escape from here. Never mind that this is not correct yet. The way I have it in the charger, let me build that system. Maybe I need to build that system first, yeah, so that we understand what's happening here. Oh, come on, why is this always buried underneath everything? Okay, so basically the system, yeah, I'm gonna reverse this for better visibility. Okay, so the system is like this. You come in with a hook. Come on, okay. I mean, you don't see anything when my hands are there. So I come in with a hook like this, and then the spring is closing this behind the hook, but then when I want to go out, I cannot. The hook is trapped unless I pull the lever, open this up, and the hook can escape. This is basically how the charger door locks work, and I think we're gonna do the same shit on the Sierra because it's simple and it just works. So basically, I open it, this can escape, and I can open the latch. The hook comes down, comes in, it's trapped, cannot escape. This is the basic operation. See, maybe we could use this system. Maybe. It's relatively small. The problem is that the way it's done here exactly is not gonna work because we need a hook that goes past these, and this is the basically this is the latch itself. So this is the hook that comes down from the trunk, goes past these, and then these close. So this would be then holding it closed. I don't know. This works best if this here, so the hook here is the B pillar, and this is in the door. Not sure if this would work. Why? I'm not sure, because when you look at it from this perspective, see, the hook is actually pretty far inside of the hatch. So I don't know. I'm not entirely sure that this is the approach we want to take. I mean, we could. Victor, we are building basically the locking mechanism for the rear hatch. And I'm just thinking, would we do it like this or not? Depending on how we do this, we actually could. I got an idea. Okay, imagine, just for a second, that let me see if I calculated this correctly. If this is the side view of our system, this rests, let's say this rests on it. It's just tiny bit offset, but for our intents and purposes, it's gonna be fine. So then we have this. Well, my idea was that we would basically offset this to be a little bit higher, but the hook needs to be here. So basically, hook needs to reach down below here, below these two. That's the only problem. But I guess, I mean, whatever we do, the hook is gonna have to be at least that long. Or no, I mean, if we do the same system as with the charger, the hook is basically gonna be here, up here, and I mean the hook, the locking mechanism, and the hook can be on just one stud lower than this, technically speaking. I'm not sure if I want to do the same mechanism twice. It works good, don't get me wrong. The charger mechanism works flawlessly, and now that we know exactly how to do it, I don't see a reason not to do it again, I guess. Just keep in mind that we have a number plate here that's gonna be hiding whatever we have done here behind it. Well, the number plate is gonna not gonna stretch throughout this, but it's gonna cover most of this. Or we do something entirely different. I mean, technically, since we do need this to be in the middle, we could do something stupid like this. So, I mean, we're gonna use the similar principle than in the charger, but not the same system. Because here we can use it a little bit different. So let's say this is the center. Okay. Ah, yeah, of course. This thing is gonna be looking out quite a lot. So we need to basically make this one shorter. So essentially, I'm gonna have something like this. Okay. Obviously, there's the locking mechanism here, and when the hook arrives inside, it's gonna be trapped here. It can even arrive here. See, we could have it like this, so this would be in the open position, and then when it closes, it's like that, of course. That. And the hook rests in here. So it would basically, come down like this and get trapped in here. And we can make, this guy here can be made half a stud, just so it when it comes down, that it clears this here. And then of course we have the standard mechanism, like this, standard stuff, but not exactly this, because this allows it to go past. But you know, we have a mechanism here where it doesn't allow this to go past it. Basically, we have yeah, something like this, but we would also make this a little bit different, I guess. Yeah. So they collide, and this goes down. Okay. It has, of course, a top of sorts here, so it cannot go up. Oh, a little bit different than this, but yeah, get it. This is what we have in the charger, basically. And I think it works pretty well. But how is the system in the charger actually? Let me take a look. I actually forgot. Oh, okay. That's how it goes. I mean, it's not vastly different than what we have here, but okay. Obviously. Yeah, and we need to have springs. So the system that we have in the charger doors with the, you know, with the gears is actually very simple because it uses just one gear, one spring. We basically one spring or one rubber band. So this system would use less parts. Would use less parts, yeah. But can we make it work here? I don't know. It's gonna be like it's gonna be, you know, the problem with this system is that it's gonna be buried too far down the hatch. I don't know. You know, I don't know. So we have the lever approach or this approach, and the system that we use in the charger in the front is basically the same as we use in the rear. Just components are slightly rearranged to fit in the given space. But here we do have room to go up because the hatch itself is not flat. So in both the hood and the door and the rear hatch in the charger, they both came directly to the lip of the trunk or hood. Here we have, we have clearance, so we can get the mechanism higher up, so sticking up a little bit more. So we should probably make use of it. Mm. Hmm. Hold on a second. Just let me process my the thought I just had. So it's 4 studs, 5 studs. Okay. We need. I mean, need. I want. That's the correct term. So I always want the stud to come down in the center. Of course, if the center wouldn't be a requirement, which it is, but just a thought experiment. If it would not be a requirement, we could just let me process this. What if we make it like this? So what if we allow entry? We allow entry, it closes. Spring action closes it. And there's something that latches it closed, so it's not allowed to go this way. And then we have something that allows it to go this way. But without gears, of course. And then it cannot go out. There is a solution here, I'm sure. Something that I'm overlooking. It must be very simple. I mean, it's basically the same as if it's just one side. No, just one side doesn't work. It must be both sides. You know, I just thought if we had just one side doing it, just one side, that this doesn't work. This doesn't work. It's the movement is not enough. It requires both sides, and they have to be linked. This is only gonna work in the doors, I think, and even here in the Sierra doors, it might not, because it's gonna take a lot of room. Let's see, because the charger doors are wide. Sorry, they're wide, and there's room here. You see, this is why I like to develop this off screen when it's not on stream, because you know, a stream like this is boring. So you know, we are gonna toss this aside, and we're gonna brainstorm about this during the weekend. So right now, let's change the subject, because we can work at this the whole day. Okay. So let's put this back on. It doesn't float around, and turn the car around, because we have work to do here in front. So we need basically to do the hood. Hood needs to slope down, and it has to have hinges here. Yeah, and I have absolutely no idea how big this needs to be. Anti-roll bar is already there. This is just, you know, this is just there for looks at the moment. Don't pay any attention to that. So we have everything. Well, anti-roll bar for rear. Exactly. That's also one thing that we need to do. Yeah. So let's do this. I don't feel like doing the hood today, so let's do this. Yeah. Remove this. Okay. Okay. What do I have to do? Okay. So we need to make both the anti-roll bar, and we need to make a mount for the differential here. So the differential mount should not be that difficult. I would basically do it because it, you know, we really want this to be just the sideways movement isn't really that important, but up and down, that's important. So we basically just need something made out of lift arms that connect to this, and it's gonna be fine, I think. Are they offset? Yeah, they're offset, so it's perfect. So it's 5 stud a pair. 5 studs. That's it. That's it. There we go. This is much better. It has nowhere to go. Okay. So I'm gonna now look at pictures of how the anti-roll bar in the Sierra is actually attached, because I don't know. Dropbox, Stream Sierra. Let's see. Where's the rear suspension? There it is. Okay. How the hell is this attached? Okay. I don't really see it. Ah, here. Ah, there it's attached. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So the anti-roll bar in the real Sierra apparently is attached in front here, in front of the wheels. Then goes, I mean, obviously on this side, so it goes above the drive shafts and right behind the differential, and then connects to the other side. Okay. So we need to take off a wheel to see how we can attach it. So, how much clearance do we even have here? Should be maybe enough. I don't know if we have the room, because for example, it looks like the anti-roll bar is attached like, I don't know, here. See here. It probably cannot be, because, you know, there's would need to be a ball joint or something, or, you know, we could have, you know, the method that we use elsewhere. That could be possible, maybe. Maybe we attach it here and have it at an angle. This would maybe be possible, but no. The problem is that it's gonna clash with this. So if we would have this here, no, it wouldn't clash. Okay. Okay. So we can have it mounted like this. And like this. Come on. Come on. Piece of shit. Oh, there we go. So it would be attached like this. Can you see it? That would be our anti-roll bar mount-ish. The problem is that it's all nice and well, but we do need an additional axis of rotation, because otherwise this is gonna be torsionally binding as well. So here we would need an additional axis of rotation, which I don't think we can recreate. Because it's not just up and down, you know. It's twisting like on the axis as well. What could we do? We cannot attach anything to the place where this blue pin is, obviously. Or can we? Okay. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do the anti-roll bar, I think. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Maybe, okay. Let's take the suspension out of the car and take a look. And discuss it when it's a little bit easier. See, that's how easy it needs to be to take out a car's suspension. Something to learn from. Okay. So my idea here would be the following. I'm gonna use this guy here as a stand-in for the yellow ones, because I cannot be bothered to put them out, to take them out, sorry. So okay. And here on instead of this, we can have a nice little mount like this. It shouldn't, you see, it shouldn't interfere with the spring at all. Then we put a little ball joint inside of it. And what do we do next? Next, next we use these. So next we use these. Let's say a fiber, and come on. Damn it, they are always buried. So we would use a fiber, this, then we would put them in like this. No, like this. See, and we would put them in like this, and we have our anti-roll bar lever. See? Only problem is, of course, that this guy here needs to swing back and forth, because the axis of the anti-roll bar is gonna be fixed with the body, of course. And if we don't do something about this, then when the swing arm goes up and down, this wants to go back and forth. So this system here is flawed. How to do it better? I wonder. We need this to go back and forth. Somehow, because obviously what's happening on the rear car, there's always a small dropping with either ball joints or rubber bushings that's on either side that can take up the slack, you know. Here obviously we don't have that luxury. There's always something. There's always something that's not the way I want. But this is good. I like this. This is good. It clears the spring. We just need a mount here that makes it that allows it to swing back and forth. Then this would be perfect. Yeah, I mean, if we had this action, we just want to allow it to do this. See? Preferably, well, like this. But you know, if it doesn't allow, it doesn't need much. Just, you know, something, a little something. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna use this part here, I think. Instead of this, we're gonna use this part here to attach this. I mean, I would prefer this to be attached as close to the wheel as possible. But I'm gonna take it if there's nothing else. But if we have it like this, then we could turn this around. We can turn this around, and we could have it here. Then we need basically, yeah, we could rest it on this, like this, here. Can we rest it here? Yeah, I think this should be. Should it be? Oh, let's see. Let's see. There's nothing to it but to do it. Let's get rid of this. Okay. So how are we gonna support this? This has to swing back and forth. Yeah, we're gonna change this. So it's gonna be this. And we're gonna reverse this so that we have this guy here. Now we put a bar into this. And suddenly we have a system that allows exactly this compensation that we wanted, and of course allows all of the movement that we need. And I think this is good. Obviously this needs to be turned around, but that's it. That's it. Only hope is that we have clearance with this. Depending, of course, how it swings, we have to position the anti-roll bar as high as possible. And this is the next challenge because of this. And of course this is not such an issue. See, this is not such a, the clearance here is not such an issue, but we are basically colliding with this. So this guy here is colliding with this. What if we turn this around? Or if we would place it here as we wanted, basically. Well, this would be probably ideal. But since we have the axle hole here, we cannot. So it's probably gonna be either here or here. So yeah. I would probably feel more comfortable if we had it here. This would probably be better. So if we change these, see, we still have the compensation here. Here? What do you mean? You don't know how this is done? I think this is the way we go to go. I mean, there's only one way to know. We need to test it. But for this to, we need to implement this on the other side as well. I'm curious if this is gonna work. I really am. Okay. Now let's put this back together in the car. Where did I go wrong? Yeah, here. Yeah, this is gonna be right. Okay. Now let's see how we can do this. The connection between them. If we can do this the way I see it here, we'll see. I hope we can. The only question is there enough room? Should be, but it's not a given. Okay. Where's the limit? Okay. So here is the limit. The problem is that our anti-roll bar hits, so the link here hits this thing here. Well, basically this guy here. He hits, see, the frame and that means that we basically need to move this here, and that's gonna be fine. Yeah, we need to move this guy one step further out, and we should be fine. Like this. Should be enough clearance. Should be enough clearance, but I reserve my judgment before when we do it. Hey, 2 Liter. Wie geht's? Okay. Oh, it's good. Good. Okay. So we should be clearing everything now. So let's see. Okay. So. And so. Okay. Now let's test this again. Do we clear everything? Yes, we do clear everything. Now we need to position the anti-roll bar in a way, in a height that is, yeah, like this. So the spring is fully compressed, and I think Jesus. Okay. Yeah, 3 studs. Okay. 3 studs. Now we have, okay. No, wait, what am I doing? No, not like this. So we want, basically what we want here is we want this to be, to have a bearing, well, a bearing here. Obviously, it's, wait for it. Okay. Okay, obviously we have to rethink the concept here a little bit. So unlike the real car, these cannot be angled, because if we angle them, we have insurmountable problems. But no problem. We just use a 90-degree connector. And life is gonna be even easier. There. And come on. Okay. Now we said 3 studs, right? 3 studs. No, we cannot use the drop links like in the E30. I don't think so. And it wouldn't really help. It would make absolutely zero difference. I'm just contemplating how to do this. Yeah. Not the final word. Not the final word. Just want to see what's happening here. What is the range of motion? Okay. Let's see if this actually works. Yeah, it does work. I would, of course, prefer this to be now on the other side. There. Much better. But it does work. And when at right height, basically this is flat, which is also nice. So since this is flat, we of course have to go around the differential mount, obviously, like in the real car, because the real car also have like you know, an angle around it. Now I'm not sure if we can get away with the angle connectors, but we'll see. I'm gonna use 45 degrees 45 degree ones, and see where we get. That is, if I have enough. Okay, I found 3. Do I have one more? That's the question. I have 2 more. Who would have thought? So let me do the same on the other side. now 45-degree connectors. And let's see if by some chance we get the middle at an even, or I mean odd number. Yes, perfect. Perfect. There. What happens if I remove these? Yeah. I mean, the anti-roll bar is definitely working. This is definitely making a difference. You can see how it works, of course. The only, well, problem I see here is that now these are interfering. So if I use these guys here, I think the anti-roll bar, well, at the very, you see, at the very extreme angle, they made contact. Yeah, but at the very extreme angle. I mean, when this guy here is fully compressed, then this guy makes contact here. So I think that's okay. We can live with that. And of course, here it's fine. Left and right. Yeah. And yeah, it works. Who would have thought? And you can clearly see, our piece here compensating for the difference in length. So I would say that our anti-roll bar is a full success. And it looks cool as well, I think. Huh? What do you think? I think it looks cool. A nice shape. So that it's not all straight lines, but we have some interesting shapes here in the suspension. Come on. There we go. There. Of course, our hand of God steering. Door. Now, what we're gonna do, of course, over the weekend, I'm gonna, probably together with Christian, we're gonna brainstorm this, because you know, this can take a while for us to get a grips to. And it's, as you could see, makes no sense to do this on stream because we're just gonna waste everybody's time. But just, you know, just being quiet and thinking. So this is gonna happen during the weekend, and on Monday we're gonna do the door locks, and on Wednesday probably the hood. So we're gonna have all of the major components done, and then we can basically do the looks and the dashboard and, you know, these kinds of things. Yeah, so that's the plan. Okay, I'm just leave this off because I'm just gonna, yeah. I think this looks way more complex than it should. But I guess it works. What do you mean color? I don't know what color we want to do, but I think we would do white. I think white is probably the color of choice for the car. I don't have any. No, we're not gonna vote on the color because I want it white. White is the perfect color for this. It's gonna be white. Everybody else who disagrees can build their own version, any color they like. I think. And if you disagree, that's all right. I want it white. It's gonna look brilliant. Yeah, so this is it. Anyway, I will probably post some of the pictures that are gonna happen during the weekend on Discord. Probably Christian will also post some digital, so cat pictures. And on Monday we return with probably the front of the car and the doors, as I said. So yeah, it's coming along nicely, I must admit. If you haven't noticed, I moved the C-pillar one stud further out, and I tacked the B-pillar, you know, I just tacked this on just to see where it needs to be. So this is the position of the outer skin of the B-pillar. It's not anything final. It's just I tacked it on, and in the front as well, I tacked this part on to see where the line here is gonna be. We're gonna deal with this probably on Monday or on Wednesday when we get to it. But yeah, you know, the line, the body line is kind of looking okay. Of course, fenders are missing, but we're doing good. Of course, our sunroof, the hand of God steering system. Now today, the hatch, the enter roll bar. We're doing good. I think this is gonna be a great car. It already is, but it's what surprises me the most when the Charger was at this stage of its development. It was a lot heavier, and it wasn't that sturdy. So I mean, I'm happy. It's a definitive improvement of the Charger, and yeah, that's it for today. As always, thanks for watching. If you can, check out my Patreon. Do join our Discord. Links are gonna be in the description of the video. And I see you on Monday.